News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Nye County files charges against a murder suspect, and a local restaurant is celebrating its grand opening.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A man who tragically killed an NHP trooper is facing charges here in Nye County. It's Wednesday, May 20th. I'm Janet Errett. Deanna O'Donnell is off tonight. The Nye County District Attorney's Office has charged John DeBritz with 4 felony accounts relating to unlawful possession of explosive or incendiary devices. DeBritz is also potentially facing the death penalty in White Pine County for the murder of Nevada Highway Patrol Sergeant Ben Jenkins on March 27, 2020. Nye County Chris Arabia says that the residence of Mr. DeBritz in Tybo, which is in northern Nye County, just prior to the slaying of Sergeant Jenkins, police reportedly found 3 illegal devices and detonated a 4th device by shooting it from a distance. In Nye County, DeBritz faces 3 counts of unlawful possession of component or explosive, intent to manufacture explosive or incendiary device, Category B felonies. The maximum penalty for each of those 3 counts is 1 to 6 years imprisonment and a $5,000 fine. DeBritz also faces 1 count of unlawful possession of explosive or incendiary device in or near certain public or private areas, a Category D felony and violation. The maximum penalty for that count is 1 to 4 years imprisonment and a $5,000 fine. During the investigation of DeBritz, the police developed information leading to a subject by the name of Kelvin Laird, who is being charged with carrying concealed weapon, a Category C felony with maximums of 1 to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. Because DeBritz is facing a possible death penalty prosecution in White Pine County, it is unknown at this time when he will appear in the Tonopah Justice Court. While casinos are working out how to reopen safely here in the state, Golden Entertainment property, the Colorado Bell in Laughlin, says it will be closed indefinitely. All 400 workers will be laid off. The owners, Golden Entertainment Incorporated, publicly acknowledged the closure Monday. Here in Pahrump, employees are getting ready to possibly reopen all 3 properties by June 1st, depending on the decisions by the Gaming Control Board, which meets on May 26th. The Nye County Sheriff's Office remembers those who have died in the line of duty during their annual Fallen Officer Memorial Service. Due to the coronavirus restrictions, the ceremony held last Friday was not open to the public. Sheriff Sharon Worley and Undersheriff Michael Eisenloff will read the names of each fallen officer during the bell ceremony.
Deputy Constable Richard L. Ryan, Ophir City Constable's Office. Gunfire, end of watch, Saturday, August 31, 1867.
Deputy Sheriff Harry Mannon, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Gunfire, end of watch, Wednesday, April 5, 1905.
Sheriff Thomas Logan, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Gunfire, end of watch, Saturday, April 7th, 1906.
Deputy Sheriff William Maroon, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Gunfire, end of watch, Saturday, June 28, 1952.
Sheriff George Berra, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Automobile accident. End of watch, Tuesday, December 20th, 1966.
Undersheriff John Maslach, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Automobile accident. End of watch, Tuesday, December 20, 1966.
Deputy Sheriff Gary Raymond Downs, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Trauma-induced heart attack. End of watch, Saturday, August 22nd, 1992.
Deputy Sheriff Ian Deutsch, Nye County Sheriff's Office. Gunfire. End of watch, Monday, April 26, 2010.
An Ohio lawmaker says the Trump administration is endangering lives by reopening the economy too soon. Magic Johnson is ready to loan millions to small businesses, and home construction tumbles more than 30% in April. Angela Miles has more.
Topping our news, tense times on Capitol Hill. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin took some heat from Senator Brown of Ohio, who claims the Trump administration is risking the lives of low-paid workers by reopening the economy to boost the stock market. Mnuchin says a prolonged shutdown would risk widespread bankruptcies. Fed Chair Powell tells lawmakers the Federal Reserve will provide more loans to medium-sized businesses and governments by the end of the month. Magic money is on the way to minority and women-owned companies. Basketball great Magic Johnson, CEO of Magic Johnson Enterprises, is working with MBE Capital Partners to provide $100 million in loans that will be available through the Small Business Administration. Home building took a tumble in April. The Commerce Department reports groundbreakings fell by 30.2% last month. Construction of single-family homes dropped 25.4%.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing.
There is one new positive COVID-19 test result to report today here in Pahrump. The county has had 57 positives, with 33 categorized as recovered by state guidelines. Experts are working every day to learn more about COVID-19. Now another recent public health crisis may be playing a role in the pandemic. Erica Foreman has more on how vaping presents new challenges for doctors as they work to treat people with coronavirus.
COVID-19 is dominating healthcare efforts, but vaping is still a big problem in the U.S. According to Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Humberto Choi, the symptoms of vaping lung injury often mimic those of novel coronavirus.
The presentation can be very similar to be someone who has this non-specific symptoms of cough, shortness of breath, and maybe fever. And we will see that the X-ray is abnormal, and between COVID-19 and acute lung injury related to vaping, the presentation can be very similar.
People who smoke traditional cigarettes face greater risk too.
We do know, especially when someone is smoking cigarettes, that person is more susceptible to infection. So there is a higher risk of acquiring pneumonia, for example.
Dr. Choi says our lungs and airways are exposed to environmental factors every day, but smoking and vaping get in the way of our natural defenses.
Our body is smart enough that we have mechanisms to protect ourselves from infections that can be transmitted in the air, and vaping can affect the ability for our lungs and airways to defend themselves from that.
At Cleveland Clinic, I'm Erica Foreman.
Dr. Choi says it's always a good time to quit smoking or vaping, but now more than ever, people need to take health precautions very seriously. The Poorhouse restaurant in Pahrump is getting ready to reopen its doors, and to celebrate the reopening, the restaurant handed out free meals and personal protective equipment during a drive-through event today.
We wanted the community to know that we're standing with them, and with this COVID-19 going on, everyone's worried and this and that, so we wanted to come out with gloves and masks and provide free food for the whole community of Pahrump and just let them know that we're always standing by with them no matter what. And the Poorhouse is here, and they're gonna always be here to have their backs, and we wanted everyone to be aware of what's going on, and that's why we're getting masks and gloves with everything we're handing out right now. And it's just a food drive for everyone until 2 o'clock. We're open officially tomorrow, 12 to 8. That's going to be our new hours, just until like all this is over. We're located on 1101 South Highway 160, Pahrump, Nevada. It's been hectic, but we've still had our employees here trying to work and clean up all the equipment, make everything brand new. So they've been cleaning for the past 2 months. So just everyone needs to know that as well. That's what we've been doing. We remodeled a little bit, put some tiles in the kitchen just to make it look a little nicer. It's gonna be half capacity, and we'll make sure we'll have them away from each table. So they're not gonna be right by each other. We'll have like a table, and then we'll have one skipped, and then we'll have another one. We have Indian food, and then we have American food like burgers, pizza, pasta, and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, it's great. So far, we've gave about 300 servings. So we have about maybe 300 to 400 left, but anything that's left over, we're gonna provide to the homeless. We're gonna give to people, just walk around and try to give it out. It's chicken. There's rice in there. There's like a chickpea made Indian style. And then there is a samosa, which is a tortilla, a fried tortilla, and in the middle is potatoes.
We heard that they were handing out food. We typically come during lunchtime. They typically have great lunch specials, and we greatly enjoy the place with good service.
It's good to get back to work after this coronavirus thing. We are taking measures to keep people safe and reaching out to our community today with the food drive. So I'm glad to be a part of that. We are reopening tomorrow, so it'll be good to get things back in order and back to work.
We'll be back with more after this break. Stay with us.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
While this undoubtedly is a tough time for families, there just might be a silver lining. Take it from a pro, there's opportunity now unlike ever before for families to come together and exercise. This major leaguer is offering shape-up courses for free in an act of generosity during a time when parents and children need it most.
With the nation's kids adjusting, some better than others, to at-home online learning platforms, what was their normal daily activity is now as different as their schooling.
It becomes more challenging, each day. I mean, my kids are going crazy. We have school activities and they've kind of had it. They're restless.
Former Major League Baseball player Jeff Larish and his wife Julia are family fitness experts. They own DRC, a strength training and sports performance gym. With 4 kids of their own, they say the COVID pandemic is really an opportunity to help parents across the country become family focused on getting active and eating right.
Ready? Make it into a ball. So turn it like this. Watch. Turn it.
In this time where everybody's talking about these death rates of COVID and how tragic it is, well, it is, yes, but when you look at heart disease, that kills 1 out of 37 or 1 person every 37 seconds. Why is nobody freaking out about this? And so if we can be part of that solution where you have all these issues, the heart disease, and then hypertension and blood pressure and all this other stuff, obesity, all of that can be cured through activity.
What are your top tips for families to take that first step to get moving and start eating right?
when it comes to working out and, you know, eating right, it's one of those things people know you have to do it, but they don't have a plan.
And to give parents a plan and a jumping off point, the Larishes are offering free online access to their professional family fitness programming. Just go to teamdrc.com for their free content. It's all tested and kid approved.
Push your head between your arms. 2, 3.
Being so family oriented and having kids myself, it's just, I see the impact that it has. When we're able to teach these kids how to move and they're able to get the confidence, they're able to do hard things and get through that and see the impact that it can have on not only them physically, but mentally as well.
Physical and mental well-being during uncertain times. Jeff's advice is to find ways to bring the whole family along on a fun fitness journey. Kim Martinez reporting.
Nice work.
Second place.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Taking a look outside at our weather cam, we have beautiful, clear, sunny skies. And we'll be back with more weather after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue with today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 80 degrees, a low of 61. Death Valley, 89, a low of 65. 77, a low of 51 in Amargosa. 73, 49 in Beatty. 63, 39 in Goldfield. 60, a low of 37 in Tonopah. 64, 38 in Carson City. 68, 40 in Fallon. And finally up in Fernley, 67, their low is 41 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw sunny skies. Our high today was 76 degrees. Winds out of the west up to 8 miles per hour. 17% humidity, and our sunrise at 5:33 this morning. Now tonight we're expecting clear skies. Your low is going to be 52 degrees. It is 75 outside currently with 6 mile per hour winds out of the northeast. Humidity at 26%, and our sunset at 7:47 tonight. Now looking into that 7-day, we're still expecting to see mainly sunny skies. Do have some clouds kind of popping in here and there. We are still also going to deal with a couple days of high winds up to 20 miles per hour on Friday, 12 miles per hour Saturday, and then 11 mile per hour winds Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Now our temperatures are starting to get a lot hotter. From Thursday to Sunday, we're going to be seeing our temperatures in about those mid to high 80s, up into those 90s on Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're finally going to be hitting those triple digits with a high of 100 degrees. Now our overnights are also starting to get a little bit warmer. On Thursday, we're going to be seeing a low of 60 degrees, down into about those mid-50s on Friday and Saturday, back to the 60s on Sunday and Monday, and then expecting lows of about 70 degrees next Tuesday and Wednesday. And so now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Janet.
Thank you, Michael. That's it for News 25. I'm Janet Errett. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.